You know a cartoon is legendary when it teaches an entire generation that justice doesn't need explosions, just mood lighting and Kevin Conroy's voice. If you ever sat way too close to a chunky CRT TV at 4 p.m. just to see Gotham soaking in shadows, yeah, you weren't alone. Welcome to 5 Min Rewind, where one cartoon, 5 minutes, and a flood of childhood flashbacks collide. Today we're throwing the spotlight on Batman, the animated series. The one that made you feel 10 going on 30 in the best way possible. It's 1992. The world's still rewinding VHS tapes. Kids are watching the Flintstones and G.I. Joe, and suddenly, boom, this brooding masterpiece drops on Fox Kids. Created by Bruce Timm and Eric Radomski and powered by DC's darker ambitions, this wasn't just another caped Crusader cartoon. It was noir. It was art. It was something your parents could accidentally watch and not even be mad about it. While other cartoons sounded like a toy commercial exploded in a xylophone factory, this one brought in orchestral music. Real instruments, real atmosphere. The difference? You could feel it. Now let's talk characters. Batman, voiced by Kevin Conroy, didn't just growl, he delivered. He gave Bruce and Batman 2 separate voices. It was subtle, classy, and gave us chills. Then came the Joker. Not just any Joker, Mark Hamill. Yes, Luke Skywalker himself went full chaos gremlin. That laugh. Still haunting bathrooms and bedrooms across the globe. And let's not forget Harley Quinn. She wasn't in the comics. This show invented her. 1 episode, that's all she was supposed to get. But nope. Fans fell in love and she broke out of that one-off role like she broke out of Arkham and never looked back. The show's design. It was Gotham dipped in ink. Literal black paper was used for backgrounds. That's not even a metaphor. They said white is too bright and made the city darker from the ground up. The animation team called the style Dark Deco, which sounds like a metal band but hits more like a philosophy. But what really made the show iconic? It didn't treat kids like brainless blobs. It had emotional weight, villains had trauma, heroes had flaws. Some episodes had barely any dialogue at all. Just shadows, music, and the kind of silence that hits way harder than screaming. The intro, no words, just a heist, a rooftop, and a perfectly timed thunderclap. A whole vibe. If you ever tried to recreate that rooftop scene with a blanket cape and a box fan, yeah, same. This show didn't just exist, it echoed. It kicked off the entire DC animated universe. Without it, there's no Batman Beyond, no Justice League, no Static Shock. Every one of those shows owes it rent. And the awards? 4 Emmys. A legit masterpiece movie, Mask of the Phantasm, merch that flew off shelves, and a legacy that made calling it a kid's cartoon feel like an insult. Here's a fun bit. They say Kevin Conroy trained his voice with stage acting. So when he said, "I am vengeance, I am the night," that wasn't Batman. That was Shakespeare with a batarang. And Mark Hamill? He recorded Joker's laugh standing up, arms flying like he was casting a spell, which kind of checks out. Let's rewind some peak episodes. Heart of Ice took Mr. Freeze from joke villain to Shakespearean tragedy. Almost Got Him gave us villains roasting Batman over poker. Robin's Reckoning? That wasn't a cartoon, that was straight up therapy in a cape. And then there's the fandom. You didn't just watch this show, you studied it. You quoted lines. You argued over which Joker line was the best. You whispered, "I am vengeance" in the mirror and probably scared your mom. Even today, say, "Best Batman ever?" And if someone doesn't say animated series, you just know they haven't lived. As for where they are now, Kevin Conroy kept voicing Batman for over 30 years until he passed in 2022. Legend. Mark Hamill, still crushing Joker appearances when the script's worth it. And Harley? Well, she's everywhere. Animated shows, live-action movies, comic runs, merch, Halloween costumes. Icon status unlocked. If this show rewired your childhood the way it did mine, hit that like button like it owes you an action figure. And tell me in the comments, do we rewind Gargoyles next? Or go full mutant with X-Men the Animated Series? This has been 5 Minute Rewind. Stay nostalgic, stay broody, and remember, you are vengeance. You are the night. You are subscribed.